Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gamebreakers. I'm here with the Gamebreakers crew. I have Donaldson, Allison, and Will, and we are playing some Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, and we're in the Tomb of Annihilation module. We currently find ourselves in level 3, the Vault of Reflection. There's a whole bunch that went on before this. You should go back and check it out. But as far as where we are now, we find ourselves down here in the room that was previously very windy and has just settled. And we'll take it from there.
Which way do we want to go? Do we want to check out that crawlway we found, or do we want to double back around? Oh, we just got word about that skeleton too. So
Some of you there, some of you there, and then yes, Dow yells out, "I spotted one of those skeletons over here, down the way."
I think we should deal with the skeleton and then we should deal with this crawlway.
I will yell back. Can you kill it?
I ask if this is one of my 3 great uses you want me to use.
I mean, they're one shots. It's not that great a use. Hold.
Okay.
So Wayne hasn't moved in at least one round. I've been applying lesser restoration, which means
Yeah, something like that.
Plus I can get plus 10 on the first round. Plus I can get to on a double move. I can get there.
Gotcha.
So Wayne will just start off like a shot and get things started. I can't make an attack. That's my whole turn.
I will just step out of the way there, give you the clearance. Gregory says, or Tim says, "I'd rather take the crawlway there than spinny room back there." And positions himself and makes his way through the crawlway.
Oh, and Wayne hisses and grumbles the whole time. Like every inch of the way that he's squished through there, being propelled by his broom, it just like under his breath, in Tabaxi, just cussing up the storm. I just imagine the sound of a cat swearing, swearing in its native language. A lot of hissing and spitting, right?
And as you take off, several of the others seem to follow your lead. Moving on the structure here, maybe leave some player prompts broken or chippy.
Uh,
I'll go ahead. Sorry.
Chippy and Alex are going to ask Roken what she's doing.
I'm gonna come back that way. I'll follow the tabaxi. Which... Are you on a different floor now?
No, just yeah, north on the level, same level.
Okay. So, are we going turn by turn, or are we just kind of sit like going where we're going?
I was prompting some people to fill us in here. We see our NPCs starting to take off.
Okay. Yeah, I go help the tabaxi take my fox. I think there's another fox on the map too.
Right here.
Yeah, but this is the one I can control. Is over here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Is the lunatic going to be able to make it through that little crawlway?
I mean, he's medium. He can squeeze like everybody else. He is slower than everybody else, so he's going to go in the back because he's basically going to plug it.
Okay. Well, Alex will go ahead and kind of tag along with Roken, and Chip, you'll stay right in front of the lunatic, just in case. Just so nobody's alone. He's not called a lunatic.
It's not called a lunatic either.
So yeah, he'll be able just to make it to the beginning of the crawl space.
JP? Alex? Doing the same? Anything else? Something different?
Call the party.
Okay. So, as people start pouring through, we are kind of moving like not quite in initiative order or whatnot, but as several of these people are not in stealth, the skeleton key is spooked and takes a step north there, and might be a good prompt for initiative if it matters. If we want to do it that way.
It might. Do I have any line of sight in that direction? I don't know like how far this wall extends.
I mean, it just stepped out of your line of sight, but yeah, you don't know how deep it could travel.
But I do know where the corner of the wall is.
Right here.
Right
Yeah.
right there. That's where the wall
Yeah.
extends. Okay.
It's about where the wall. That's about where it stepped past,
Okay.
and it was here and went north, northwest, north. So some kind of hallway down there. There is water, clearly. Heard.
We didn't clear this side for traps yet, did we?
The light has not yet touched it. As
Yeah,
in me.
I haven't revealed it. So do you want to dash into the room quickly, or do you just hold and see what happens?
If I'm first-ish up, I did roll initiative just in case. 22, solid. Um, Wayne would probably push his luck.
Does everyone see the initiative order?
Oh, I do just now. Yeah. All right. In that case, yes, I will. I will head right to the corner.
We'll call it out then. Yeah. Let's make our initiative checks and dashing in quickly.
Oh, it was filled out a second ago. There we go.
Right.
I'll wait till it
Wayne
repopulates.
put his in, right?
I think I was seeing an old initiative count.
Yeah, no. The other people's had old ones. I am waiting for a broken initiative.
Oh, the worst a halfling could possibly do. 2.
That's bummer.
Plus
Mm.
dang.
Okay, I'm saving the luck for later.
Yeah, this is pretty low stakes.
All right.
20.
We have something lined up. We have Chippy.
Is there
First
any light
initiative.
down at that end of the corridor?
The only light in this area is the dim light from out here. As the staircase has lighting, but once you're back here, it becomes indirect and dim. Like at 10 feet, then it starts going dark.
Perfect.
Chippy will do a little soft chew and wink at the lunatic and try to get a smile out of it and maybe like kind of try to tickle it, but not like kind of nervously, like not wanting to get bitten, and then give up and pay attention to what Wayne's doing again.
Well, if it helps, the lunatic is way back. The lunatic doesn't move fast. He's still
Yeah, you're
squeezing his
right.
ass through this crawlway
You two
back
are
here.
way ahead. Yeah.
Well, in that case, he's going to start with his soft chew and then realize the lunatic's not there and then go back and check on the lunatic. And I think Alex is just going to kind of stay right behind Rookin.
All right.
Let's say 10 feet back.
And after that, it would proceed to Wayne.
You said that's the corner? There or here? There? Okay. Oh God, I'll shoot the hell out of it.
I bet you do.
Oh, Dad. Life's hard, then you die. It's a sharpshooter shot. To do it the old-fashioned way, by manual input, not by pen and paper, real dice. Is it evil?
Well, that's a great question. Let's see.
My detect evil is, do I get a +1 as I pull the string? That's my paladin detect evil.
Nope. Nope.
It isn't? Okay.
Not evil.
I am presuming it's undead though.
Yes. Undead.
Oh, a 10 on my first.
And it seems that their armor scraps provide them enough protection. Deflect the blood.
Ooh, well, how about an 11?
You got doubles going now, one sticking out of each pauldron.
A 14. It's a little, I remember now. It's been a while since we played. I remember Wayne doesn't roll above 10s. He doesn't do double-digit rolls. This is why I have all these bonuses.
A 14 will do the job.
Okay. Not evil, but yes, undead means so class. Sharpshooter. $31 piercing. Cool.
What you do? As that does finish the thing.
Excellent.
And we have this whole other area to take a glance around at least.
As soon as it goes down, is there a current? That's water there, right?
There seem to be these still puddles of water.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to have any motion other than these like few steps from the skeleton.
Okay.
Just now.
But it does. Okay. I've just as long as it's not going to get swept away. In that case, Wayne will then just freeze and press his back up against the wall, and just over the telepathic leak. Hey, Roken. New room.
Excellent.
Skeleton's dead.
Perfect. That's the way I like it. Can I move now? Actually, I was moving like we were done.
Right. I assume we're out of combat, but I don't know if there's any invisible or just waiting there to ambush me if I've fallen directly into their trap.
So,
But
advancing forward on the room here, having given some eyes, it seems that this hallway has some still water across the bottom of it, and that there are murals on the wall.
Hmm.
And there seem to be some weapons like on hooks on the wall. Seem to be like in the place where they would reach up and be holding it or something. You know, the mural matches the actual weapon hanging. The thing that would be, I would say, very interesting is on the north side here. There is an archway into another room, and it seems to have like uh, a curtain of water across it.
Hmm. I will check for trap.
All right.
You wanna perception or investigation? I guess investigation?
Investigation.
Yeah.
Take it slowly.
one of the brass plates had dig deep back in the memory pile. walk through water with weapon drawn or something like that.
You're like, wasn't this a thing?
Yeah.
This tickles my clue sense. Like, hang on. Feel like this got telegraphed. Walking through water.
Walk through water with weapon in hand. So does that mean
Yeah,
our
there
weapons or
is
the
a
ones
plaque.
on the wall?
Did we take some rubbings of these or notes, or did we just like read them and pass them around?
I believe we took rubbings, as I recall.
If we're wrong, get in the comment.
I do remember there was a rubbing
We got
that
lots
was
of pens and
taken
paper.
of the language, the like language key that could be used to translate this older Omuan. That was a rubbing that was acquired, but just to expedite pieces here, I think we did have an available plaque in the grand staircase without complication. We see. I think I showed this to players, yeah. And as you review these things, you find that there is traveling into the room, there is something of an illusion here, which I'll mark. And I believe that Wayne would just be able to see through the illusion. Is that correct?
No, it's only the true form of a creature, even if it's hidden by it. So if it's
True form of a creature.
yeah, if it unless, I mean, then maybe.
The 15 is investigate is going to give that there is something illusionary here that you could explore. There is a crawl space right here that could be explored. And that there isn't any other obvious traps.
Yeah, it looks clear. Guess we should take our hand out. Slake your shadow at the font. The vulture is the first step, right? Walls of the street.
You investigate the illusory something here. Broken.
Mm-hmm. You want me to roll another investigation for the illusion?
I was just looking to like move the token, I guess, in place and say, yeah, I'll go check it out. Approaching the spot that had some kind of illusionary effect, you interact with it and find that there's a hidden alcove. Looks like a part of the wall. The mural is
Interesting. Was there anything in the alcove?
indeed there is. There seems to be a plinth, and there is a crystal eyeball.
I will grab them both.
Singular there. Yep. You grab one eyeball right out of there,
Plunk.
and you give it the clear. So Tim comes through, and it's like, oh yeah, that's magical right there, right? I mean, clearly.
cool. Well, at least I didn't get possessed by another spirit. But I figured if it was gonna happen, might as well get it over with.
All right. Some kind of conjuration over here. What's that? Who wants to activate it? Should we? Could try dispelling it.
Yeah, Tim. I tend to prefer dispel over activate. If you can just do that.
I mean, you can try. But see, I can't
Oh.
do that. I was hoping that maybe someone could try that. Perhaps. I mean, if it's a conjuration, he considers for a minute. Speaks arcane. Yeah, I think it's a worth at least trying.
Weird question, Tim. Could you eat it?
You know, I would eat this if I could pick it up and carry with me like I do the staff here. And he kind of taps the ram-headed staff. And it's not so much like it's part of my diet, but it's part of my power. So yeah, I wish to consume and grow.
But this conjuration effect isn't something you could just like put a straw in. No, I
Well,
don't know
no,
how
I
your
was.
how your
This
people
is
work.
just speaking. That's only speaking poetically. Yeah, I wish to consume magical power and grow, and I am. Again, taps the staff, and you're pretty decked out with magic items too. That's what I'm talking about. We're getting somewhere here, learning arcane secrets and new spells, and greater magical items and power. Consume, grow. Yes, but not like food or drink.
Yeah, I was
Smoke, I
mostly
guess.
speaking as a metaphor as well. Like it's not something that you can clear out by just I don't know what your consumption requires.
Well, that Goodberry did pretty good, but I like meat. I'm not too picky, especially when I'm hungry. Man, I was hungry for I couldn't even tell you how long.
Like good berries, you run across a lot of
Yeah,
hungry.
yeah, exactly.
Do any of these weapons look different than the others? Do any of them show up as magic to you, Tim, or anybody else that has to tech up?
Well, Tim takes a look and walks up and down. And if we pay attention to the murals and the whatnot, we're gonna find ourselves with a series here. So here in the hall, from the south to the north order, as you walk through it, the murals are stork-headed males with hand axes, and the east wall has the crawlway right under, like between its legs. Next, you would have the lizard-headed females with maces. There's some panther-headed males with blowguns. There's some unarmed hawk-headed females. Goat-headed males with sickles. And frog-headed females with tridents. The unarmed hawk-headed females are where the illusion is. In the other cases, there is a trident, sickle, blowgun, mace, hand axe on the wall. The walls seem slick with moisture as do the weapons, which are kind of set in the hook from the wall, so they sit on it and stay.
Oops, I was. Did you say there was another illusion?
I said that, yeah, the illusion was the unarmed.
Okay.
You're right, they don't have a weapon. That's where the illusion was.
Got it.
The other ones that have weapons, there's an actual weapon on the wall. Like the murals painted to be like holding or wielding or whatever.
And none of the weapons look different or like more or less used. Magic. Saying use this one.
They do appear tarnished and in poor condition.
Could I make like investigation check to see if like I just want to see if they're equally used or if there's one that seems like it's either been repaired recently or like has shows some sign of use besides decoration. Because I wonder if there's a thing we have to use like these weapons in some specific order or something.
Right. I mean, there certainly does seem to be some weapons, and it seems that you can lift them. And by the warning, yes, weapon in hand, something, right? Walk through water with weapon in hand. So as far as which particular weapon or not,
An investigation 12 just to like comparing at wear patterns.
indeed.
I'm not but if they all look equal,
There doesn't seem to be anything that stands out that makes anything particularly a better choice than another.
okay. Uh, unless anybody has just a spare dispel, they want a spare dispel magic. They want to do it.
No.
Sure.
Uh,
Might as well. All right, we'll do it. Good.
You need to make the roll. You got a DC.
Yeah. Third level. And does anybody remember what the target? Do I have to target a particular thing? Can I target the whole room, or do I just need to do a specific area?
I want to say it's one magic.
It, the magic is this magical archway as indicated by Tim with his detect magic usage. It's like this archway is what is magical. Conjuration. Yep, spellcasting ability. And with that, we see. Waiting for Chippy's response. I'll put you at the water there since you're there doing the thing.
Sorry, just had to check really quick that it wasn't one he had actually memorized. Okay. So and
Could be at range.
can somebody help me with the Arcana check?
Tim
Alex
would
looks like
offer.
okay.
He was doing
That's,
the detect
Sure.
magic and telling me about it. And he made the Arcana check there before.
yeah, makes it easily. Thank you. And so dispel is cast.
All right.
And then
Now that you've cast it, you need to make a DC check, an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
okay.
So this would be like a intelligence check, I guess. Ability check.
Yeah. Okay, so intelligence, not the save.
Hold on. We're making an ability check, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I was calling.
Yeah,
for.
it's a check, not a save. That's
And would that include the no, probably not. The gloves of magic bonus or whatever that increases the DC and increases RSA,
save
but I don't think it's
against you.
going to help this.
It's for attacks, but not for
Yeah. Okay. 22.
And with a 22, you apply your dispel magic, and as it funnels into the archway, you feel that it has some resistance that you eventually overcome and squash, and the water then ceases.
Woo!
You did it. And you get some claps from Tim. Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Tim.
That's it. I don't suppose that's going to last forever.
head to the door and just scan the room, make sure there's no threat.
You see a similar hallway here.
Before we leave, Chippy's going to assist Alex with a kind of a quick perception, just like looking around the ceiling, maybe look a little closer at the murals and weapons as we go by.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And as you pass through the room here, these 12 painted figures, we do have some perception coming through. Tells us that in this next room we have something worth some kind of illusionary effect here that doesn't quite seem right. And when you look at that, it seems to be also the mural of the unarmed hawk-headed females. Similar to below. Of course, Tim ventures forth. Yeah, there seems to be a way through over here. Are we gonna check out this tunnel? Says Osaka. Dao says, I'll watch from here.
Thanks.
Watch your back.
I could go down this one. probably leads back to the other room.
And I would like to get another investigation there out of Broken.
Yeah.
Doing the thing here.
$18.
Right, that
Well,
one
actually, 21.
also gives you the inkling of something worth checking out, like the unarmed ones of the mural. There seems to be the same set of murals on the other side. It would make sense. There's another
Alcove or
hidden
something.
alcove. Yeah.
As I go to start going down this tunnel, I will mention that. It's like, oh yeah, you should all should see if there's something behind that one.
And as you proceed down the crawlway, as you round the corner here, place you there. And there does seem to be some kind of opening and another crawlway space on the other side. But whatever room, whatever this is ahead, you're in the crawl space, but going through this room would open up. Investigate further.
Yeah.
So putting you into the room here, I'll catch up with the rest. You spot the other side of that hallway, which pretty much tells you you're back in the statues here.
Okay.
And this room seems to be a small 2x2 of nothing. Probably an ideal spot to maybe take the rest or something.
Yeah. Noted.
Otherwise, it is uninteresting.
All right, I will come back and into the main hall.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, we got another one of those
this
over
leads
here,
back.
and some magic stuff. Mind if I poke my head in there?
Please do.
And off he goes. Ah, yeah, another one of the mice over here. Just like below. Goes and hands it off to Broken. Sorry, moved your cartoons there. I think you should keep these.
Well, where do we want to go next?
Seems to be both a crawlway over here to this side and more hallway to this side.
Well, let's check the crawlway, I guess. I'm the small one. I'll go do that.
Are the lunatic and the Jinn following us, or are they staying and guarding the back there or something? Because they should probably come through before the dispel magic ceases.
Thou volunteered to stay here and watch this corner. Azaka offered to stay watch here. So yeah, these I assume that the Fox and Lunatic would continue on. That's correct.
You're muted, I think,
I
Thomas.
sure was. Wayne will hold back and wait at the mouth of the crawlway. Wait for the thumbs up.
So heading down the crawlway, I'll give you that investigate there. Broken.
I got a 22.
And as you make your way, it does become apparent that there is some kind of seam that is ahead. Seems like these two sections of the tunnel would detach from each other for some reason.
Weird.
Through 22, it's enough to tell that this has moving parts.
Yeah. Don't love that. Crawling around inside it.
Are we seeing this from the telepathic bond?
Yeah. Should be.
Do you want to put an immovable rod there?
Sure. Just in case.
All right, so take your just in case. And knowing where the seam is, you could probably like try to place it across the seam. If you're not quite sure.
I still
Yeah.
have two. So if you just put in opposite quarters, whether it would like detach
One
up
way or
or
the other.
down or diagonal or whichever way, it's
Yeah, good call. So I'll jam them in there and then move forward.
Okay. So 2 deployed, and you do see that this does continue down a distance there. Trying to do a reveal loop. And as you progress forward, there is a grinding noise, and this whole like just try to figure that out, like 25-foot section tunnel behind you and in front of you swing from place. Now I know we have an amount of force we can apply, and it would exceed our movable rods. So I'll have one pop inside and one pop outside, but they'll both be safe because they were deactivated and thrown to the side. And this piece drops downward and rotates, and you find yourself in a different orientation because now the tunnels are pointed somewhere else.
Yep. Still rotated, I guess.
There's no opening now. Like it dropped down and turned, like kind of like you'd screw on a lid or whatever. It goes downward and to the side.
Yeah.
So then now these tunnels are pointed at dead ends. You're in dead ends.
Well, that's fun. What activated it?
You take a look around and try to figure it out. I'll have you roll and investigate to try to put this together.
22.
And it seems that it was likely like a weight. There wasn't any like tripwire or moving plates, and it doesn't seem to be magical. It's probably balance. So once there is a weight in place, seems
Okay.
likely.
I'll I think I have the broom on me. I think I'll hop on the broom and kind of hover so that I'm
Okay.
not on the ground.
Interesting in a crawl way, but as a halfling with some flight, I think you find yourself in some cramped quarters, but you're off the ground.
Yay. Does it do anything?
Does not seem to change your situation. Now,
Nice.
we also have some other people on the other end. You know,
What do you guys want to do? I'm out of options or out of ideas.
I didn't say this, but Alex is flying as usual and also invisible.
uh-huh. So I'll give Alex a perception test. And as we explore this new orientation of things, we definitely spot that there is this new tunnel that rotates into place. You know, has rotated. And in this second tunnel, there's a skeletal corpse about 10 feet in.
Gross.
They seem to have some rotted clothes, a weapon that looks like untarnished, like the rest of the rotted clothes, so probably magical of some kind. They got a Dungeoneer's pack. And a few other things. Looks worth investigating.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand what you're saying about pieces moving. So is the piece that Alex is in attached to the piece that Roken is in, or is that where the seam is between them? So they're not in the
The
same.
seam is right here, and once Roken traveled inside, it rotated, and so now there's a different tunnel going in the north-south orientation without Roken in it.
So if she
And
stays
this
on this
different
side of it,
tunnel,
Alex can look down that tunnel and see the corpse you're talking about.
right? If you had some mage hand or similar, you could probably retrieve these things without even going in there, if you felt so inclined. But also, you know, over that psychic link, the mention of perhaps it was weight or flight that triggered it. How does Alex want to interact with this?
So Alex has the Eldritch Claw tattoo, which allows her to attack at 15 feet. But I don't think that gives her mage hand. I don't think that's the same thing.
It's a hit, yeah. It's a strike.
She can do unarmed strikes. She can do weapon strikes, but let's think about this.
Got a 10-foot pole. You could just fly in there and try grabbing something. What's the worst that could happen? You
You're
also have the
muted, I
whole
think.
team behind you here, with other things to offer.
And we still have the telepathic bond with Roken.
Yeah.
All right. So you're stuck, but you're okay.
Yeah. I told you, like, I'm out of ideas, but I'm all right.
I got Mage Hand. This is Tim.
Well, okay. How about this? How about just to test the theory, Alex is going to say, "Okay, well, let's just try this," and she flies over there, and then waits. Does anything move? Is there grinding or anything?
You fly into the tunnel, and nothing happens.
All right, so she's going to try to gently pick up the weapon. Actually, no, never mind. Tim's here anyway, so she's just going to fly out, and Tim can mage hand the weapon.
You fly north or south?
South, back past Tim,
Okay.
out toward the opening where Wayne is.
All right. So, with that, we have Tim taking action and pulls on some things and recovers a number of them. The backpack's a little heavy, but I assume it's over 10 because I can't pick it up. And of course, the whole corpse with everything on it was too heavy too. But here's your shiny weapon, a pouch. He seems to have a back scratcher. Kind of artistic with the dinosaur claw in it. A holy symbol, and one of these crystal eyes.
Oh. Okay. Upsides down.
But there's a backpack there that's a little too heavy for me. Moving the things didn't trigger it. Alex, do you want to try that? You want me to go try that?
Try what? Walking in there?
I mean, you can fly in there and try grabbing it. Retrieving it.
How about this? Alex, take this end of the rope and go tie it to the corpse and get out of there, and we'll yank it.
Yeah, maybe that'll trigger the movement mechanism again. Good call. All right, here we go. Do I need to roll anything for all this?
For tying the rope without stress or drama impeding you, no. You can take a moment and do it right.
Doesn't matter if it's a square knot or a grain.
All right, then she'll fly back out before you pull on the rope. Ready to go.
Just, I don't even have to crawl in. I'll just yank on it from out here. See if I can drag the corpse. Can grab it and pull it. I guess.
So you pull the corpse and the bag and all the thing, so now it's been cleared. And when it crosses the threshold here, there is kind of a series of clicks that come from within that also are heard by Roken.
With no movement.
Something above you, or no, below you, and a sound from below. Some kind of mechanism makes some sort of tick, 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 clock. I'd probably attribute that to some kind of reset. you're familiar with this. So.
Right.
You said it was some kind of weight thing, Roken? How much do you weigh?
Yeah.
Could be. That would make sense.
Um,
80
I don't
pounds,
have my
100
weight
pounds?
in front of me.
Are you fat?
I am chubby. That's what I put down, chubby.
Can't really tell under the arm.
About 40 pounds, right? Just on your own plus
Yes,
gear.
around 40 is average, so I'm probably like 45,
40 plus,
little chunky.
plus gear, weapon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll just find another 40, 50 pound weight and shove it across the threshold, and that should swap them back, right?
Well, is what's left of this other skeleton? I mean, I just dragged it a ways. Did that feel like 45 plus? Did I've carried Roken before? Did it feel heavier, lighter?
Was that enough? Right? Was that heavy enough or not?
Right? He definitely was heavy enough
Yeah.
to trigger it when he was alive, but there's been some loss of mass.
Right.
Well, we got two
Well,
skeleton
there is
corpses. Maybe they'll both do together.
There's also the backpack, but picking it up, you have the weight. Like you can just feel it. So essentially, I'm verbally covering while I'm pulling out page numbers to get an answer. Okay, just a sec. Oh.
I mean, we got lots of water. Anybody got a bucket?
Right? If we have to make up weight, or just a bag. While the GM figures out the weight, I will go
It
back
was
and take the head of
essentially
the skeleton
definitely
key.
still heavy enough to do so.
Okay.
Right? What you picked up is heavy enough to trigger still.
Okay.
From the backpack and the corpse. Do you inspect backpack?
We should probably. Prudent.
It's a Dungeoneer's pack when you're starting equipment packs.
Okay.
Adventurer bag. But you see things in there that are useful, like a hammer, some batons, a couple torches, some rope. Probably a few more details if you rummage around some more, but
without the Dungeoneer's pack, is he still heavy enough?
The corpse plus some of the remaining clothing, yeah. Seems like it's probably comparable to Roken's weight. Perhaps.
And if not, we could just take the head off of the skeleton key and throw the skeleton key's body on top of the pile.
Point. Actually, I'd rather do it with the skeleton key, to be perfectly honest, because this was just a guy. But
so the skeleton's a lot, much less. But between the skeleton and the bag, yeah, definitely. Right. How many hammers do you need?
Right.
So you assemble a weight pack of skeleton key minus its head, and then the backpack, which is now stuffed with extra bones.
Stuff a bag with bones. I will say some sort of prayer over the fallen adventurer, and then Tim's closer over there.
Back outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, hey, Tim can handle it. Right, he's already in there.
I can't. I could try tossing it in there, but
yeah,
sure.
It's just like
you want me to heave
10
it?
feet, right?
Well,
Give it a 10-foot push.
about 15. Sure. Yeah, well, it was at 10 foot, so good enough. And he heaves it inside, and there is that immediate response as it shifts and rotates, and we are once again face to face with Broken. As it
Woo!
has risen and turned the other way.
I have
Place.
risen.
Yay!
It wasn't 3 days, but
Retrieve
You
my
have
removal
your
rods.
right. One was inside, one was outside. So yeah, you got him back.
Fly the whole way. Do you want to go all the way through and see what's on the other side of that? Broken? Alex, maybe? Alex is the lightest of us and flies.
yeah, you can go for it. I got stuck in the last one.
That's fair.
Alex is on her way.
All right.
Broken, do we want to clear this
So-
hallway while he does?
Sure.
Make that
I'll
investigate.
check it out. $30.
So you find that there is a room here, some kind of door. There's some kind of interesting arrangement of things as you find yourself looking through like there's like a people here, and the corridor does turn left, and you can continue on and around it, but this peephole seems to like look through part of it, and you see through.
Interesting.
And looking into there, you see seems to be a gold medallion, and there's a hieroglyph you can see on a dial behind it.
Is it one I can read or?
Indeed. And taking a look, what you see is this image of a vulture.
Did you say a vulture?
Vulture.
The
yes.
vulture is the first step. That was on the bronze plaque.
We didn't keep our weapons in hand when walking through the water, so
I did. I've had the whole.
Didn't you also dispel it? Maybe that's why the trap didn't go off.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'll stay here at the door if we wanna.
You want to check that door first, or
Now this is an open corridor. I just moved Wayne up because you guys were checking stuff out.
Okay.
This is a room, and that's also where we have Alex.
and then Alex pops through the crawl. Oh hi.
So you have this small room here, and you can see through these lenses set in stone into this other room. And there seems to be a corridor that ends in a block of stone that's painted. This is the jackal-headed humanoid with wearing a gold medallion. I will give you investigate checks now that you've made your way into this room here. All come together. Right. Exploring the area already exposed without going through new doors or whatever.
No, the mic is not food. Is that right?
And you do find that amongst the various carved reliefs into the wall, you find a somewhat familiar sequence of ones that could press, and seems to be the activation doorway. That, like the other hidden doors you found on the way, the little 3 stones you press in or whatever, so that it does the pocket door slide.
I got a 23. Do I know how to? Do I need to just press them all, or is there a specific order?
It's some buttons. You can press a button.
Buttons. I push them.
The stone block sinks into the floor and opens a passage into the room ahead. And the medallion worn in the painting seems to be a large golden disc engraved. And it has the face of the horn devil on it, mouth agape, and behind this face we have the clay dial with hieroglyphs. And you recognize that the people was pointing at, zoomed in on the vulture.
Interesting.
And looking into the room, you see that there are the 4 torches here that illuminate stone sphinxes that are crouched in the corners. And there's a flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into the floor. We've seen this room before, right? Saw it from below, and we also saw it from above.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at the center of the room, we have a gold inlaid funeral barge, and on top there's a 3-foot stone dais. And there's this small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. And
Horned rabbits.
the Nangang spirit, of course, suggests looting the corpse. So, given the layout here, how do you proceed?
Any suggestions, guys?
While you guys are thinking
Are
about
you
it,
muted, Thomas?
Chippy, before leaving this watery room, is going to grab one of the blowguns off the wall and run out real quick. Run off after the party.
Cool.
Should we take the gold medallion?
I mean, I think
See, that's over here on the. You had a view of it through the people there. It's down this way. Yeah.
and it sounded like that was part of the mechanism. The medallion was showing us the vulture.
The peephole was kind of giving you like a zoomed in view on a piece of something that included the vulture hieroglyph there, right?
Right, like kind of like a code wheel or something, like there's something behind it.
Right.
Okay.
You can see the gold medallion, and then also that there is a dial behind it.
Okay.
Right, and the dial had the hieroglyph.
Oh, what happens? I mean, the vulture is the first step, right?
Right. That is the warning. And looking across the tiles, this first tiled spot in the room is a vulture.
Okay. Might as well follow the advice, right? I'll do it. I'll go ahead and be the one.
Perfect.
It's my turn to put my head in the lion's mouth for the traps. So I'll step on the vulture.
All
I
right,
immediately
so
dial.
you step on the vulture, and game over.
Right. I'll specify like I fly over and then step down onto the vulture. But I'm
yeah.
still
Just a moment here.
Chippy's gonna start doing a divination ritual in the hallway, kind of just out of everybody's way.
Supposed to hold on, pardon me, just in here. Oh, here we go. I think I demonstrated here.
yeah.
Excellent. So it looks like we have Alex at the peephole, peeping.
Yes, giving reports on if anything changes.
Okay. Well, when the first step is taken onto the tile, there is a movement in the dial, which within the room, you see things move and change, but on the people, it is zoomed in on a new one. No longer is it zoomed on the vulture, but now serpent.
Ooh, a serpent.
And seeing that there is a number of these, you are able to communicate telepathically and work out the sequence.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just hop diagonally to the serpent, and I assume it would shift again, and that's the puzzle.
And the puzzle is the people tells you where to step next. And as you follow through, we get to you've made your way to the center here. the gold inlaid funeral barge and a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. And as you follow the sequence, it did open itself and slightly turn, making itself accessible for you. Oops. Well, Wayne, here you go. You are at the sarcophagus. Do you look inside?
Yes.
There does seem to be some small, fragile bones of the Almirage. If we remember that creature,
The unicorn bunny.
the unicorn bunny. Yeah. And also the chitter, the voices, one of us, from the spirits. And now I think someone had taken a look at some religion to figure out which is what, but this is definitely one of the statues. Also, was the Mirage, right?
I remember trying and failing.
Yeah.
That's
But the story went like, these 9 gods are these critters of a type here, and this is definitely one of those critters that is the statue upstairs. You couldn't be bothered to figure out what their alignment is or who they were or their name or something like that. This is one of them, definitely.
who do we have currently that doesn't have a spirit?
My fox.
Okay.
Or Alex.
Alex doesn't? Okay. Who do we want to give the bunny rabbit spirit? Is there some sort of is there something shiny? Is there like a medallion or a token or some shiny thing in there? Did I miss? Usually there's like object that you. So far, there's been like an object that if you interact with, triggers the possession. Is it just
Alex is going to go
You see
over.
the bones, and you also do see that spiral horn.
okay? Well,
Some of these other pieces, other sarcophagi or whatever, had some items and objects like you mentioned, but
Alex
this
is going to go over
bones
and kick Chippy a couple times and say, "Hey, stop the ritual. We already figured it out, dude." And then, as soon as he's paying attention again, she's going to say, "Hey, ask your god person, like, does the El Mirage god spirit want to go in the fox or in me? Which one would be a better match for us?" And then,
why don't we throw some religion and see if we can figure that out? Yeah.
but then Moa has to tell the truth, right? Moa and Chippy have to tell the truth.
Right. And to choose between Chippy and Fox?
Between Alex and Fox, that's the two who don't have
Oh, Alex and Fox.
which of their alignments or whatever would.
Yeah. Well, religion seems to give some good idea there. It's like,
None of us seem to have that skill. Chippy's gonna try, but he's not very good at it. But Noah wouldn't know.
you believe that Ijin is fickle and unpredictable, of chaotic neutral. and they don't get along with Obolaka.
Well, the Fox and Alex are probably both the same, both chaotic neutral, right?
I don't have that answer for you.
Chippy starts
But
figuring out
fickle and
dice here.
unpredictable, with the inherited flaw of I never stick to a plan. Love it. So here we go. We get Alex, I guess, if it's not any difference.
Yeah, somebody come root around in here for a magical object.
Chippy says, "Hold on, let me roll some. You can both roll dice and see who wins."
It is the horn that is the object. And when you handle that, you also recognize that it's seems to be more than just, a horn, but there's something else there too. Let's see, it seems to be a magical item that would require attunement. It's a wand.
I don't know if we would know this, but Alex already has a dexterity of 22, so 23 for her is not that big a deal. But the 23 for the Fox might be really helpful. That's
Good.
kind of mechanical. I don't know if we'd know that, but
Not until after. But I think we could probably make some kind of arcana check to try to understand the magical item. It's a wand. Requires attunement. You could spend the time with it and figure it out, but maybe a roll would help you understand.
I heard a plan.
You believe it to be a wand of wonder. Which is the roll dice for stuff to happen.
Not very dependable.
Not very dependable. Very whimsy. Very fickle. And we have now resolved the sarcophagus.
Wayne's going to check the dwarf body.
Oh, of course. Without much trouble there, you are able to see that there is a setting within the turban that's like a peridot gemstone. And that's something that stands out immediately. Do you kind of check its pockets?
Yep.
From there, you'll also find nothing hidden. So we find the magic. Let's see. There's a shield, non-magical. A belt pouch of coin. No, of material.
Hey Tim, do you know how to use a shield?
Diamond. And there are 2 of those eyeballs.
Oh, good. How many do we have total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them?
We need 10.
Don't make me
9?
count for you there. Really.
Right. There's 1 in the
Hey,
bedroom.
guys.
There was 2 in the illusory alcoves. There's 1 in the paladin body, and then 2 here. So that's 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus.
I was just thinking that.
which does essentially lead you to you think you have enough to check out whatever the store waits. And with that, we'll pull back and we'll have our heroes left in the cliffhanger as we step off just a little early tonight, but
Dun, dun,
we'll do
dun.
our resume next week. And if you liked what you saw tonight, go ahead and hit like, subscribe to see more of it. Hit up the Patreon to help us do better for next time. And until then, have a good game.